For years, I've watched patients come into my office with knee pain, hip problems, and pure exhaustion, all from chasing that magic number, 10,000 steps a day. But here's what shocked me when I dug into the latest research from the Mayo Clinic and Journal of the American Heart Association. That number? It's not based on science. It came from a 1960s Japanese marketing campaign for a pedometer. And for those of us over 60, it might actually be doing more harm than good. I'm a board-certified internal medicine physician, and today I'm going to show you the 3 walking strategies that research proves protect your heart better than 10,000 steps, without destroying your joints. And stick around, because the 3rd strategy at the end? It's so simple, most people don't even count it as exercise, but it can add years to your life. Let me start with something that might surprise you. The 10,000 steps goal. It was invented by a Japanese company in 1964 to sell pedometers. The device was called manpoke, which literally translates to 10,000 steps meter. No medical research, just marketing. Now, don't get me wrong, walking is incredible for your health. But here's what the research actually shows for people over 60. A 2023 study published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology followed over 226,000 adults and found that the mortality benefit plateaus around 6,000 to 8,000 steps for older adults. Beyond that, the extra steps didn't provide additional heart protection. In fact, they often led to overuse injuries, joint inflammation, and burnout. But here's where it gets really interesting. And this is what I tell my patients who are struggling with that 10,000 step pressure. Strategy number 1. It's not about how many steps. It's about how fast you walk. A groundbreaking study from the University of Sydney tracked over 25,000 adults and discovered something fascinating. People who walked at a brisk pace, even for just 7,000 steps, had a 70% lower risk of cardiovascular death compared to those who walked slowly for 10,000 steps. Let me explain what this means for your heart. When you walk briskly, about 3 to 4 miles per hour, where you can still talk but you're slightly breathless, your heart rate elevates into what we call the aerobic zone. This strengthens your heart muscle, improves your circulation, and helps your body use oxygen more efficiently. Here's the practical test I give my patients. If you can comfortably sing while walking, you're going too slow. If you can't speak at all, you're pushing too hard. The sweet spot is where you can have a conversation, but you're breathing noticeably. Now, you might be thinking, what if I have arthritis or bad knees? That's exactly why strategy number 2 is so powerful, and it completely eliminates impact. Strategy number 2. Interval walking, alternating between moderate and brisk pace. Here's why this is a game changer, especially if you're dealing with joint issues or haven't exercised in a while. Research from Hiroshima University in Japan studied adults over 60 and found that interval walking, 3 minutes at a moderate pace, then 3 minutes at a brisk pace, improved cardiovascular fitness by 20% more than steady pace walking, even when both groups walked the same total time. And here's the kicker. It reduced knee pain and inflammation because the recovery intervals gave the joints time to recover without stopping completely. Let me give you the exact protocol I recommend to my patients. Warm up. 3 to 5 minutes of slow, easy walking. Intervals. Alternate 3 minutes. Moderate pace with 3 minutes brisk pace. Repeat 4 to 5 cycles, about 25 to 30 minutes total. Cool down 3 to 5 minutes slow walking. Your heart gets the workout it needs, but your joints get micro breaks. It's the perfect combination. A 2022 study in JAMA Cardiology found that just 20 to 30 minutes of interval walking 4 times per week reduced the risk of heart attack and stroke by 35% in adults over 65. That's more protection than most blood pressure medications. But here's what really blows my mind. And this is something I wish every doctor would tell their patients over 60. Even if you walk 10,000 steps, if you're sitting for 8 to 10 hours a day, you're still at high risk for heart disease. A landmark study from the American Heart Association found that prolonged sitting, more than 6 hours per day, increases your risk of cardiovascular death by 54%, even in people who exercise regularly. Here's what's happening in your body when you sit. Your blood flow slows, your blood sugar spikes, your HDL, good cholesterol, drops, and inflammation increases. It's like your cardiovascular system goes into sleep mode. But the good news? Breaking up sitting time with just 2 to 3 minutes of movement every hour can reverse these effects. Which brings me to strategy number 3, the one that's so simple, most people don't even think it counts. Strategy number 3, movement snacking. This is where the magic happens. Instead of obsessing over one long walk to hit a step count, you spread short bursts of movement throughout the day. A 2024 study from Columbia University Medical Center found that taking 5-minute walking breaks every 30 minutes significantly lowered blood sugar and blood pressure, more effectively than one 30-minute walk. Here's how my patients implement this. Morning, 5-minute walk after breakfast, around the house or outside. Mid-morning, 5-minute walk or stair climbing. After lunch, 10-minute walk. This is crucial for blood sugar control. Afternoon, 5-minute walk or stretching. After dinner, 10-minute walk. Total time, about 35 minutes. Total steps, maybe 3,500 to 4,500. But the cardiovascular benefit, equivalent to or better than a single 10,000-step walk. Why? Because you're constantly interrupting sedentary time, keeping your metabolism active, and preventing blood sugar spikes after meals. Research from the Mayo Clinic found that people who did movement snacking had a 30% lower risk of developing heart disease compared to those who did one long daily walk but sat the rest of the day. Now, let me tell you the absolute best time to do these movement snacks for maximum heart protection. The absolute best time to walk is within 15 to 30 minutes after eating. Here's why this is critical for heart health. After you eat, your blood sugar spikes. When blood sugar stays elevated, it damages your blood vessels, increases inflammation, and accelerates atherosclerosis, hardening of the arteries. But a 2023 study in sports medicine found that a 10-minute walk after meals reduced post-meal blood sugar spikes by 30% and improved insulin sensitivity. This single habit can prevent or reverse prediabetes and dramatically lower heart attack risk. I tell my patients, don't worry about hitting 10,000 steps. Just walk for 10 minutes after dinner. That alone can transform your heart health. Now, here's the final piece that ties everything together. Here's what I want you to take away from this. The goal isn't 10,000 steps. The goal is consistent, purposeful movement that fits your body and your life. Let me give you my 3-part heart protection plan. Walk briskly for 7,000 to 8,000 steps. Or 30 minutes. Pace matters more than distance. Use interval walking. 3 minutes moderate. 3 minutes brisk. Repeat. Movement snack throughout the day, especially 10 minutes after meals. The research is clear. This approach reduces heart attack risk by 35 to 40%, lowers blood pressure, improves blood sugar control, and protects your joints. You don't need to be a marathon walker, you just need to be a smart walker. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more evidence-based health strategies for staying strong and healthy after 60. And drop a comment below. Are you currently chasing 10,000 steps? Or are you ready to try a smarter approach? I'll see you in the next video.